Ahoy mates, welcome back to the galley of SV Xanadu. We've got a good recipe for you today. We're doing stuffed croaker fish. This is another great fish. It's a small white fish and it's great to make in the galley in the air fryer. It's a great day today. The sun's out and I'm feeling good. So let's get down in the galley and let's get started on this recipe. We're down here in the galley and we've got the fish over here in the sink, and we're going to sharpen our knives up first. We're going to have a fillet knife. Let's sharpen that up, make sure it's really sharp. That has a good edge to it. I have a new selection of knives. These are already sharp, so I don't have to do the sharpening on those. A small one and a large chef knife. So let's get that fish out and let's check it out. These are small. These are already ready to go out of this package. You could do these in a pan if you want. You will have to get the bones out when you eat them if you know how to do that. I was raised where we just catch the fish right out of the lake, and then my parents would cook them up, put some lemon and butter on it, and we'd have to take a fork and eat them like that with the bones in. So we learned at an early age how to navigate those waters. Okay, so I'm going to check for bones and I'm going to get this ready, but you can see it's kind of like a crappie or a bass. It has the same kind of flavor. We have a little bit of a spine there, bone. I can feel some bones in there. So we're going to take a fillet knife first and see what we can do on this. These croaker fish have the scales removed already. Might be a couple. See, yeah, there's still just a few left. I kind of just scrape them off like that. But all in all, they're almost ready to go. We'll find little, there's a few over here on the tail. I'll just kind of go like this with my knife and then they just come right off. Just a few scales on those and we'll get rid of those. This process doesn't take long. A lot of times you get a fish from the store and one of them may have a lot of scales and the other one might not. So it's always a good idea to check it over with your knife like this. You can see they just missed a few. Even though they said they were pan ready, I see a lot of scales left. A lot of people get the salmon or the steelhead trout fresh at the store and you pretty much have the same thing to do. A lot of people don't know to do that. The scales have been eaten by many people and I haven't heard anybody have an issue. Kind of like we can eat the shell off a shrimp. I've done that before. A lot of times it's the same, just the bone substance passes right through. Right now the fish aren't biting. Kind of cold out there, so if you want to go fishing, get your local grocery store. They're starting to have a good selection, way better than it used to be, and you can get them frozen so they're virtually as fresh as can be. Thaw them out and you just went fishing. These are wild caught croaker fish. Yes, they do farm them in parts of the world, and I think they use a different system than salmon or trout. They use a cage system, small cages. There's a big one right there. The next time you go to the store, check your salmon, check for scales. With this method, we've got these scales removed best as we can from our croaker fish, wild caught. So we're going to get these filleted, get the bones out, and get this recipe made.